Good morning, world, and welcome to the latest edition of Coffee Talk with Kauf and Hoff.
And Hoff.
Hey,
Hoff, how are you this morning?
I'm doing all right, Kauf. I am loving things going on in the ZBT headquarters office, home of Dr. Richard James Horatio Gottheil, the founder of ZBT. How are you? What are you up to?
No, I'm just enjoying it. You know, I recently moved to Dallas, and things are good so far. No complaints. It's a little bit hotter than I was prepared for, but so far so good.
Welcome to the South. It is hot there. My old stomping grounds. Well, I wanted to get us started on a little bit of a somber note, if you will, kind of like the fact that you're in Dallas and I'm not. About the passing yesterday of Gene Wilder. This day in history is the first day in over 83 years without Gene Wilder being a part of it. And what was your favorite Gene Wilder movie?
I have to say it was a tie between Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles.
Could not agree more. Willy Wonka is great, and a lot of people remember him for that very iconic role. But I think in the spirit of Gene Wilder, I would say that today's fact is the fact that we have so much to do, so much time, and so little to do. Wait, strike that.
So without further ado, strike that, reverse that. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So what do we have on the docket for today? So I think we can go ahead and discuss that our consultants have left and they are on their way to travel.
Yes, they are. They are gone. I think we currently have guys in Arizona, Memphis, and Penn State, where ZBT consultants are right now. Play a little game. Where in the world are ZBT consultants?
Yeah, I know that when I was traveling, I definitely ran into a lot of great people, a lot of good food, flights. There were some days where I was on plane, trains, and automobiles. So needless to say, I wish them the best of luck, and I hope they have a wonderful time.
Absolutely. AJ, Evan, and TJ, you guys are going to be rock stars out there. Just thanks. I'm proud of you. To all of our groups out there, we just want to say, start another academic year right now. Be smart. My dad told me a long time ago, be safe, be smart. So for you guys, good luck with all you're doing, and just make good decisions, make good choices. And I would like to personally offer a shout out to the men at Alabama and Texas for their record-breaking recruitment numbers that just happened. Props to them, and we're very proud of you guys for bringing in high-quality guys. So, job well done. Keep it up.
Perfect. So, Hoff, I think you have another special guest, if I'm correct.
That I do. In addition to our founding father, we are pleased to have our international international treasurer, Craig Wild is joining us from Hoff University. How are you this morning?
I'm very well. Good morning to both Hoff and Kauf. I'm looking forward to this time with you guys.
Absolutely. It is our pleasure. Kauf, say hello.
Craig, good morning. Good morning. We're very happy to have you. So, kind of looking back on some of your undergraduate experiences, what's one of your favorite ZBT memories?
Well, when I came into the chapter at Hoff University back in 1975, one of the big activities on campus was we ran the ZBT Dance Marathon. And for the entire weekend, every fraternity and sorority on campus worked with us, and we were able to raise in excess of $25,000 each year for various charities. Back in the late 70s, that was a big number for a small campus. We had cooperation from all the organizations, And I will never forget all the hard work that our chapter guys did. We had in excess of 50 brothers at that time, and we did a lot of work to get the campus to work together and move forward. And I know the marathon went on for in excess of 10 years. I don't think it's still going on now, but some of the best times that we had at Gamma Phi.
Craig, I think that's a really great point. I mean, a lot of our chapters today do dance marathons all over the country and raise thousands and thousands of dollars. So I'm glad to hear that we're still doing that, and that was a huge part of your undergraduate experience.
Absolutely. So, Brother Wild, if you wouldn't mind sharing a little bit, why are you here today? We love having you. Why are you here?
Well, many years ago, I was asked to volunteer as a chapter advisor after I had graduated from Hofstra, and I continued to serve in any way I can. And for the last 30 years, anytime that ZBT has needed me, I've stepped forward and helped. About 15 years ago, I was asked to serve on the ZBT Foundation, and I served as a treasurer on the foundation for about 12 years. By trade, I'm a CPA, and treasurer is a good position for me. So after I concluded my service on the foundation board, I was asked to move to the Supreme Council. And recently, I was asked to serve as the treasurer, which I've now come to Indianapolis to work with Lawrence, the executive director, and our accounting staff to go through and assist any way I can.
Great. Well, we certainly appreciate your time and your service with us. Much appreciated. So
Craig,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Kauf.
Go ahead, Hoff. Craig, where is your next? You're at the office. Where are you headed to next?
Well, we're going back home tomorrow, back to Long Island, New York. We will be our next trip scheduled is ZBT Supreme Council meeting in Tampa, and a week later, my family and I are taking a cruise out of New York down to Florida and down to the Bahamas because we're just going to get away from the world of business and volunteer and everything, just a 7-day cruise to relax a little bit. And then before you know it, back into the world again.
That's perfect. Craig, did you know there's no I in travel?
Yes, I actually did know that.
But there is an I in trip. And so you're going on a trip. Hoff, where are you headed off to next?
Next up, as soon as we wrap up here, I'm actually heading to Monmouth College in Monmouth, Illinois. Very excited about that. What about you, Kauf?
I'm staying here for a while. I'm gonna enjoy Dallas, meet a lot of alumni in the area, and get to know the Lone Star State a little bit.
I love it. Gotta love it. Well, everyone's on trips, but Brother Wild, one last question for you. If you, to all of our viewers out there, especially to our undergraduates, if you had one message you could share with them now, speaking to all 5,600 of them, what would you say?
I would tell them to enjoy their time in the chapter. I would tell them to absorb and learn from the upperclassmen that you deal with, the brothers in the fraternity. When I was in the chapter, I learned how to handle a budget. I learned how to meet new people as a rush chair. I was the president. I learned the political maneuvering that went on in the chapter as well as the university. Those are all things that will help you in your future careers. The brothers around the room today are going to help you in your future careers. They're going to be there when you get married. They're going to be there when you have your first child. They're going to be there for the bar mitzvahs and the christenings and anything else that you have going on that's important in your life. Your brothers will be there to stand by you. So I suggest that you learn from them and you stay close with them. And in the business world, there will be nothing like the connections you can make with ZBT brothers, and not necessarily chapter brothers, but across the country. We have many alumni that are happy to meet with ZBTs and talk about their experiences and maybe give them a step up or a little bit of advice on how to grow their careers.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Kauf, what else on your mind?
Hoff, I think the last thing we can wrap up with was this episode was specifically brought to you by our new president, Norm Wass. and also one of our undergraduates, Sam Shutt.
Absolutely. So thank you to brothers Wass and Shutt for your drive to get us back on, and here we are. So thank you, Brother Wild, much appreciated. But until next time, he's Kauf.
He's Hoff. And we're signing off.
Thank you very much, everybody.